For the Green Bay Gamblers, they got Nick Knutson on the left side, Adam Tim in the center, and Cruz Martin on the right side. They have on defense Brady O'Malley and Owen Buskins. And then starting in goal, back from World Juniors, Roberto Henriquez, getting the start. He is 8-2-0 with a .928 save percentage, a whopping impressive 1.93 goals against. So definitely one of the best goalies in the league coming in tonight against your Des Moines Buccaneers. Some key notes here for Gambler players. Their forward, Zach Wooten, has 34 points in 33 games played. He leads the Gamblers, 7th in the USHL, 3rd in the USHL in goals. Elliot Gulley has 32 points out of 33 games played. He's 2nd on the team in scoring. Former Buccaneer Gino Carcone, he's actually ill. He'll be scratched today, but he's got 27 points in 30 games played. And then kind of a spotlight for me, a key player to keep an eye on is William Samuelson. He had 2 goals last night for the Gamblers, looked really good. He's a Dallas Stars draft pick. He had the 2 goals on the evening. He had a whopping 7 shots on goal. So he's definitely a player to keep an eye on. They definitely spotlighted him on the penalty or the power play. So the Bucs will need to keep an eye on him.
Well, the Buccaneers, great job last night, and we talked about it. We're going to bring up the coach's interview here just a second. He talked about how big it was killing off that penalty and so forth. So let's get to it. Get the screens closed out here and get to that coach's interview.
All right, back here with Des Moines Buccaneer hockey. Assistant coach Tim Conboy with us tonight. Tim, what a great game last night. That's probably one of the best games I've seen the Buccaneers play here at Buccaneer Arena. And man, you guys just took it to a team that was very, very hot and took them off the winning streak and came from behind, down 1-0. But after you guys scored that, tied it up, you guys never looked back. It was just hats off and away you went. Killed off a major penalty, and that was huge. So just kind of tell us your thoughts on the game last night and how proud you are of these boys, I guess.
Yeah, like you said, it's an awesome game. Obviously going into it, we faced with a little bit of adversity without Derek being able to be behind the bench. But, the boys stepped up and, battled hard. And it was a night of resilience for them, like you said, getting down 1-0. It's never easy, but they bounced back. And then we had to kill off a 5-minute penalty. And anytime you can do that, it's in hockey, just like a huge momentum swing, and if you can accomplish that, it gives you guys your team a ton of confidence to know that they can go out and control the rest of the game. So I was proud. It was a fun game to be on the bench for, and happy for the boys to get the win.
And we kind of talked about that 5-minute major. It came towards the end of a period, killed off, I think, maybe a minute 30 of that 5-minute major, but you're able to go into the locker room and regroup and come out and really kill it. I mean, I don't think they had very many shots on net there on that power play, so hats off to you guys for that. Let's talk about a player on the Green Bay Gambler side of it, number 17, Gunnar Conboy. That's your son playing for Green Bay, so kind of tell us how that all happened and why he's not playing for the Bucs and kind of what you just told me off the record here.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool.
It was really fun to get the opportunity to get to coach against him. He signed a tender in Green Bay a couple weeks before Coach Damon got the job, and it was unfortunate. He couldn't play here with us, but he's in a good spot. I've coached him his whole life since he was a little kid, so for him, if you ask him, he's probably happy to not have his dad around. And just get to learn and grow and, hear another voice, another message. So at the end of the day, he's in a good spot. And, it was fun to be the ones that end their streak last night. And it gives me some bragging rights for the golf course this summer for sure. So hopefully we can go out and do it again tonight.
Same game plan tonight. Go out and take it to them. And hopefully we can pick up 2 more points tonight. Already picked up 3 out of the 6 points on the weekend. Game number 4 in 5 days, so I know I'm tired. I've been on the road, and then 4th game for me too. But the boys, how the boys doing? Are they hanging in there? Are they ready to go? You're going to see some tired legs out there tonight, or
no? I hope not. I think having played the game myself, you get in these situations where it's a lot, but once you get out there, adrenaline gets pumping. That all goes away, and it's just a lot of that's in your head. So hopefully that's the similar thought process or mindset that the guys have right now. But yeah, I mean, same game plan. We just be nice to start stockpiling points. We're to the point of the year now, or everything from here on out. All the points are really, really important to get ourselves into that playoff position. So.
All right. Well, good luck tonight. Enjoy watching your son out there. Hopefully, you don't chirp him too bad going across. So, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good luck.
Yep.
Once again, thank you, Tim, for jumping on there and doing a coach's interview. Good to hear his side of it. Cool to see his son on the ice. I wasn't for sure last night when I saw Convoy on that roster, and I didn't get a chance to talk to Tim yesterday at all, as it was kind of hectic around here yesterday. But I got a chance to talk to him today, and pretty cool, Jared. That
it was good talking to him.
Always fun to watch a kid play hockey. You haven't experienced that. You have a child, but not playing hockey yet.
Not yet.
My two boys played, so it was always fun. Still is fun to watch them play. So.
Yeah, it was great to talk to Tim, too. He gets some good stories from the NHL, his playing days, and Tim's a great guy. And we're so lucky to have him on staff, and he brings a lot of experience and leadership to his role here at the Des Moines Buccaneers. So it's good to catch up with Tim, and then it's pretty awesome that he does get to see his son play here in Des Moines.
Got a little fireworks going on today.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did that last night or not.
Not sure, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Alan Lindak was kind of chuckling on the way to the blue line there because I don't think he was ready for that.
At right wing, from Downers Grove, Illinois, number 37, Ryan Zielinski. And at center, from Tonawanda, New York, number 26, Owen Tyler. The head coach and president of hockey operations for the Bucks is Derek Damon. The assistant head coach, director of player development is Kevin Schmidt. Assistant coach is Tommy Cohen.
All right, just
goaltending coach CJ.
Just about a national anthem away from dropping the puck and getting this game on the road. So.
And now we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome Mr. Paul Smith.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All righty, game number 241 in the USHL, just about underway. The only game in the USHL tonight, Jared, is the Des Moines Buccaneers against the visiting team, Green Bay Gamblers. Buccaneers wearing their blue jerseys. Going to your left on the screen, the Green Bay Gamblers wearing their white jerseys going to the right on the screen. And we are just about underway. Scratches tonight for the Des Moines Buccaneers. Jason Davenport.
Yeah, Jason Davenport, he suspended last night's hit up high. Nathan Howd is out, a healthy scratch. Michael Sandrick, healthy scratch. And Ryan Kroll, like we talked about, will be an intermission interview. He's out with an injury.
Tyler with the faceoff for the Buccaneers. And we are underway. Gamblers won the faceoff. They play it on the near side, down into the Buccaneers' defensive side of the ice. And Lindak, I think Lindak might have new pads on tonight.
He had those on last night.
Okay.
They're actually his Team Slovakia pads.
Okay, all right.
So
Yep,
it's
now
a
I can
pretty
see
easy
that.
transition with that red, white, and blue.
Yeah, it was that other kid that had green
Yep,
pads.
yep,
Yeah,
Gerlich.
Okay. Yep, Gerlich did. All right. Buccaneers with it up through center ice. Ori sends it all the way down, wraps it around the glass. Green Bay picks it up on the right-hand side. Tylik in there to play it. And we're back to the blue jerseys tonight. For sure, had those plaid farmer jerseys last night. Sent over to the far side. Nickel just out of reach, all the way down into the Buccaneer end of the rink. Thorpe chasing after it. 19-12 of the first period. Left in the first period, all the way up, and that's going to be icing on the Buccaneers. 19:02 left in the period. No shots.
Yeah, tonight's officials, we got Miroslav Avirets, Eric Michaels as our referees. So we got 2 referees tonight, Ashley Johnston and St. Pierre as our linesmen.
Face off to the stick side. Sendak. Zielinski, Blake Zielinski with the face-off. Green Bay wins the face-off. They send it in the corner. Harris from the point. Sent over to the far side. Buccaneers pick it up. Here comes the Bucks up out of the zone. Through the neutral zone. Tied up on the far side. And gonna get a hand pass.
Stop by the Dana Company table in the lobby for a personalized souvenir.
Well, we'll see if we get a low penalized game tonight. Had that one 5-minute major last night, but the Buccaneers only 4 penalties last night. I think Green Bay only 2 penalties last night. So
A fairly quick game as well with all the goals.
Blake Zielinski with the face-off again. Out there with Zuffer and Dabrowski for the Buccaneers. And we get another whistle. Not very quick start here yet. Not like last night. I think we went like 4 or 5 minutes last night without a whistle. Randall Schnell on the point for the Buccaneers. Hafley with the face-off for the Green Bay Gamblers, wins the face-off. Back to Sullivan, sends it down. This is it wide of the goaltender, played on the far side, Chamel. Chamel on the near side, wraps it around the boards. Off the half boards, the Buccaneers come up with Zielinski with it, sends it all the way down, actually gets a shot on net. Enriquez just going to hang on to it, cover it up. Buccaneers offensive face-off. 18-21 of the first period, knotted up at 0, and
yeah, only almost over a minute and a half, just over a minute and a half. We have 5 face-offs already, so going slow moving already.
Yep. Argentina with the face-off, send it over to the far side. Here comes the Green Bay Gamblers up through the zone. Down into the Buccaneer end of the rink. Play it on the half boards. Buccaneers send it to the near side to Randall. Randall, home run pass all the way up through the neutral zone. Buccaneers come in on offensive side of the ice. Play to the far side. Argentina with it off the near boards. Now off the half boards to Ori. Sent back in. Wallen picks it up for the Buccaneers. Sent over to the far side to Argentina. Argentina wraps it around again. Played to the near side to Ori. Buccaneers change it up. Norcross off the bench for the Buccaneers. And now De St. Hubert with there for the Buccaneers. Right off. High slot shot on net. Save. Loose. Shot save again. And a couple of good looks there for the Buccaneers. Enriquez with a couple of great saves there for the Green Bay Gamblers.
Yeah, St. Hubert came off for a line change and was able to get that puck just beyond the blue line and able to get a good chance there.
Norcross with it in behind his own goaltender. Lindak played on the near side, played up to De St. Hubert, sends it all the way down, and nice hustle there by Norcross. Icing waved off, played to the near side. De St. Hubert with it for the Buccaneers, kept in at the blue line ice. Thorpe brings it all the way in, shot on net, save by the goaltender for the Green Bay Gamblers off the right shoulder. Back up through center ice, Samuelson with it for the Gamblers, sent over to the far side. Now here comes the Buccaneers in behind their own goaltender, sent to the far side. Off the half boards, up through the neutral zone. Thorpe with it, full head of steam, right-hand side, down into the Buccaneers offensive side of the ice. The Bucks change it up. Tyler and Sillinger with it for the Buccaneers. Green Bay Gamblers play it out of their zone. defensive zone, up to Martin. Martin across the blue line. He fires it on net. Lindak with his first save of the evening. Or the afternoon, however you want to look at it, Jared. It's only 3:11 here in Central Iowa, so. Buccaneers with it. Zielinski fires a shot on net. Green Bay Gamblers goaltender with the save, and now here comes Tim for the Gamblers. He throws it on net. Lindak hangs on to it and get a whistle. 16:01 of the first period. I was telling Jared when we kind of have a routine at everything we do here, kind of have our time set here in our head, how we get ready for the game. And I looked at my Apple Watch and it said like 1:35 or something. I thought my Apple Watch was dead because I'm like, it's got to be like 4:30 or something.
Yep.
When you're inside the recplex here, you don't see much light outside.
You lose track of time very easy.
Yeah, you can't tell it's a daytime or nighttime outside here once you're inside. So. Defensive face-off for the Buccaneers. Green Bay Gamblers win it. They play it in the near corner, send it over to the far side. Buccaneers pick it up off the half boards, up through the neutral zone. Zielinski with it for the Bucks. Couldn't hang on for it. Now here comes the Gamblers back the other way. Fires a shot on net. Save. And Gulley with a shot on net for the Gamblers. Lindak somehow, some way got knocked over and was rolling through the blue paint. Gets right back up. Nice recovery by him. Play to the near side. Here comes the Buccaneers. Zielinski up out of the zone with it. Sent over to the far side. Chips it down into the Green Bay Gambler defensive side of the ice. Zielinski with a hard hit off the far boards now. The puck comes free up through the neutral zone. And the Green Bay Gambler is going to change it up. A couple of new players out there for the Gamblers. Sullivan out there, number 6. Play to the far side, all the way up through the neutral zone. Now the Buccaneers chase back after it. Wallen has it for the Buccaneers. Played to the near side to Ori. Ori's not able to clear it out. Now he gets it up out of the zone. Gamblers chip it right back in. Rabacki with it for the Green Bay Gamblers. Back up through center ice. Down into the Buccaneers in the rink. Cottingham with it. Played to the near side to Ori. To the far side, the Buccaneers bring it up through the neutral zone on the right-hand side. And the Bucks come in offside. And we're going to take our first media timeout.
Let's take a look at Ringer's nest.
From the sprint car capital of the world, the 65th NOS Energy Drink Knoxville Nationals presented by Casey's is a milestone you don't want to miss. 4-day tickets are on sale now for the granddaddy of them all, August 12th through the 15th. Grab your tickets at KnoxvilleRaceway.com.
Your personal finances start with you, but their impact can reach even further. With a right financial plan, your money can be a tool for giving thanks, planning ahead, and spreading joy. For lifting people up, putting down roots, and bringing loved ones home. However you spend this holiday season, Thrivent can help you plan your finances for the people, causes, and communities you're most thankful for. Thrivent, where money means more.
All right, back here with Des Moines Buccaneer hockey. Jared Slane, Tony Scott after the media timeout. Well, Jared, good game, fast-paced game, kind of like it was last night, 4-4 on shots. Both goalies playing really well for both teams. Made some great saves.
Yeah, you got two very solid netminders going after it in this matchup today.
Face off to the far side. Gamblers win the face off up through the neutral zone. Knocked off the puck. Samuelson got knocked off, and then the Buccaneers come in offside. That was Argentina. Came in offside for the Buccaneers. Going to do the face off again.
So far, face-off 7-0 Green Bay favor.
Argentina, Rudy, and Wallen out there for the Buccaneers. Thorpe and Mickle on the defensive side. Samuelson takes the face-off for the Gamblers. Sent over to the far side. Off the half boards, Gamblers come up with it. And behind their own goaltender, played up to McKinney. Up through the neutral zone. Pats with it for the Green Bay Gamblers. Walks it all the way in on the near boards. Right-hand corner, back to the point. Beanstalk fires it towards the goaltender, just went high and wide off the half boards. Now on the near side, Mickle gets a stick on it. Back to the near side, Wallen. Wallen has it for the Buccaneers, walks right in front of his own goaltender. Played to the far side, chipped off the high glass. Back out to the neutral zone. Green Bay retrieves it at the blue line, sends it down into the Buccaneer end of the rink. Sent over to the far side. Thorpe with it for the Buccaneers. Played by Mickle. Back to Thorpe. On the near glass. Chips it up out of the zone. Through the neutral zone. St. Hubert couldn't get his stick on it. Fought for it for a while on the near boards, but Green Bay Gamblers come up with it, chipping on the near side. Right up through center ice. Norcross picks it off. Two players collide there. Norcross goes down pretty hard. Knutson and Norcross just bumped shoulders. Both of them went spinning a little bit. Played on the near side, down on the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Harrison with it. Harris throws it towards the net, got blocked in front by the Buccaneers. Now the Bucs able to clear it out. Back to Harris for the Gamblers. Gamblers chip it, tried to chip it in and come in offside. 12:55 of the first period, knotted up at 0, 4-4 hockey game.
WalterBuilds.com for more information on how they can help you.
Buccaneers back in action next Friday, Saturday, but boy, Jared, that's a long road trip out to Youngtown. And
Yep, and we mentioned before the game those were going to be Eastern times.
yep, Eastern
so,
time zone, which I like.
Yes, I'll take it.
A little earlier here in the Central time zone. Played to the far side. Green Bay Gamblers with it at the neutral zone. Circles back around, all right, up through center ice. Buccaneers pick it up. I'll have to stream on my phone there, Jared. I am going to go to the world's toughest rodeo here in town on Saturday night, so that should be a good time. Puck comes all the way down to the Green Bay Gambler into the rink. Sullivan plays it. Centering pass. Broken up by the Buccaneers. And here comes the Gamblers up out of the zone, right through the neutral zone. Played to the far side. Down on the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. 12:14 remaining in the period. 4-4 on shots. Back out to center ice. Maybe not quite the quick pace it was yesterday, Jared, but it's close to that. That's going to be icing on the Des Moines Buccaneers. We got to talk to down in our off-ice official room last night, talked to one of the referees that was kind of adjusting some of the stats there, or the penalties after the game. And we asked him how quick the game was for him, and he said that first period yesterday was really, really quick for him. And he said they were wore out. He said, but it kind of slowed down in the second and third, but he still said it was a fast-paced game for them, even the referees up and down the ice. Kind of nice to hear their perspective of it out there too. And he said it was a fun game. Went over to the far side, Ori with it. Play to the near side, Cottingham off the end boards, trying to clear it out. Back to Ori. Kylick in there too. Conboy trying to dig it out for the Gamblers. As we interviewed his dad, the assistant coach for the Buccaneers, before the game started.
Yeah, really good interview, Tony.
Yeah, good interview. It'd be fun to interview both of them together.
Absolutely, that would be very cool.
Gamblers with it. They keep it alive at the blue line. Right on net. Lindak with the save. Over to play it is Ori. Shot save again by Lindak. That caught him in the chin area a little bit. He's, underneath the, he's shaking it off a little bit. That puck, they don't wear the protector here. 2-1 come back the other way. Fires a shot on net. Save. Henriquez with a good save for the Gamblers. Back up through center ice. Played by Randall. Randall has it for the Buccaneers. He turns and brings it back the other way. Up through the neutral zone at the blue line. Brings it in with Zuffer. Couldn't hang on to it. Randall gets a stick on it. Keeps it alive for the Bucs. Zuffer chasing after it. To the far side. Chips it off the high glass. Gamblers able to clear it out. Back down in the Buccaneers defensive ice. Randall sets up in behind his own goaltender. Over to the right-hand side. Gamblers in there on the forecheck, sent over to the far side, off the half boards, fires it towards the net, didn't make it. Here comes the Bucs up out of the zone. Play to the near side, Rooney with it for the Buccaneers, back to Randall. Katz has it for the Gamblers. He brings it across, trying to bring it across the blue line. Now he does, across the blue line, gets hit hard on the far boards. Buccaneers pick it up, Randall has it now. Looking for the outlet pass. Shot on net, Lindak with a save, and he's going to hang on to it as Martin was coming towards him from the Gamblers. He hangs on to it right at the 10-minute mark of the first period, halfway point. Gamblers out shooting the Buccaneers 7-5, 0-0 on the scoreboard. Sure, not that big a crowd in here today for a Sunday crowd. Not as big as last night, but still pretty good crowd. A lot of kids here. It was a kids' youth jersey giveaway. Shot on net, save. Pretty cool jerseys, too. On the near side, Tim have it for the Gamblers. Sent over to the far side. Rooney plays it off the half board. Couldn't catch up to it. The Green Bay Gamblers keep it in. And the Green Bay Packers game should be over by now.
Yeah, it should be.
I didn't. I think they lost. We have a Vikings fan next to us, I think. They lost, I'm not sure. Fires a shot towards the net. Here comes Gamblers back up out of the zone. Down into the Buccaneer in the ring. Shot on that. Lindak with the save. 9:20 of the first period. Media timeout. We'll get a couple of commercials in here. We'll be back with the rest of the first period. Thanks for listening to Moines Buccaneer Hockey.
The We Are Iowa Plus TV app. Local news from the team you trust. Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, 24/7. We Are Iowa Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
Got the winter blues? Cheer up and swing into spring with the Tour Central Iowa Golf Card, proudly sponsored by Local 5. You get to play 18 holes at 8 different golf courses in the area for one low price of only $85. That's over a $275 value. And here's the best part. A portion of your purchase supports Variety, the children's charity of Iowa. Go to weareiowa.com/golf card to order your Tour Central Iowa Golf Card. Act fast before the snow melts because quantities are limited.
Defensive faceoff here for the Buccaneers. Gulley with the faceoff for the Green Bay Gamblers. St. Hubert with the faceoff for the Buccaneers. 9:20 of the first period. 0-0 hockey game. 9-5 on shots in favor of the Gamblers. Buccaneers win the faceoff. They draw it on the near side up to Norcross. Norcross home run pass all the way up to Searles. Off the end boards. Buccaneers right out in front. Shot saved. Norcross with a great shot on net. Karinkas with a nice save for the Green Bay Gamblers. And it keeps it a 0-0 hockey game. Back up on the near side. St. Hubert with it for the Buccaneers. Just a little bit out of reach for Cottingham. On the pass by St. Hubert, and he goes over the cross ice, plays it on the half boards. Back to the shot towards the net. Zielinski with it for the Buccaneers, walks it in, backhanded shot up over the head of the goaltender for the Gamblers. Buccaneers send it all the way down. Zielinski chasing after it. Zielinski with 2 goals last night for the Buccaneers. Back up through center ice it comes, played by Kylick. And the Buccaneers had to touch up there. Tyler now full head of steam going in. Harris with it for the Gamblers. Play to the near side off the half boards up through center ice. Knocked down by Chamel. Chamel sends it to Zielinski to the far side. Zielinski with it for the Buccaneers. Goes way up in the air, drops right down in front of Tyler. I don't think he knew it was going to drop down in front of him. Saw a few of those last night too. The pucks go all the way up, almost touching the rafters here. Got a high ceiling here at the Recplex. Chamel all the way down to the defensive side of the ice. Played to the near side to Ori. Ori with it now, spins, comes back the other direction to the far side. Does it again, spins back, comes to the near side, off the inboard. Played by Chamel. Chamel has it for the Buccaneers. Zielinski too. At the top of the circle, able to clear it up out of the zone. Tyler chasing after it for the Bucks. Green Bay comes up with it first. Sent over to the far side. Sullivan has it for the Gamblers. Back up through center ice it comes. Randall has it for the Buccaneers down in his defensive side of the ice. He sets up in behind Landak with some pressure by the Green Bay Gamblers all the way up through center ice. Play to the far side. Sullivan chips it up out of the zone, right through the neutral zone. Here comes the Gamblers into the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Took a shot off, blocked by Randall. Now Buccaneers with it. Zofer on the far side. Randall's able to get it down in deep. Gamblers pick it up in behind their own goaltender, play to the near side. Right up through center ice. Down in by Thorpe. Thorpe catches up to it down in his defensive side of the ice. Off the far boards. Buccaneers with it. With the pressure by the Gamblers. And the Bucks get it in, and I thought maybe they're going to get a line change here. They get one guy out. Mickle comes out as Randall comes in for the Buccaneers. 6:44 of the first period. Knotted up at 0. 9 shots in favor of Green Bay. 6 for the Buccaneers. Zielinski here for the Bucks on the near side. Keeps it alive. McKinney got a stick on it too for the Gamblers. Off to the far boards. Ships it off the high glass up through center ice. Brings it down in. Gamblers with it. McKinney with it. Centering pass broken up on the near side. Here comes the Bucks up out of the zone. Cross ice pass broken up by the Gamblers. And then the Buccaneers pick that pass off in their defensive side of the ice. Played up by Thorpe. Thorpe sends it up. Right wide. Sent to the far side. Gamblers have it on the far boards. Putting the pressure on him is Zielinski. Actually, that's Rooney over there putting the pressure on him. 1-9. Played at the blue line by Argentina. Back out to center ice. Chips it down into the Buccaneer in the rink. 5:53 of the first period. Knotted up at 0. On the near side to Ori. Ori has it. Can hang on to it. Down into the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Back to play it as Ori off the end boards. Sent over to the far side. Jared, a little bit quicker pace than what the Mites were out there before we started the game. They had Mites hockey out there. They playing half ice, so it's kind of cute to see all those little kids out there playing. Played on the near side to Ori. Sent over to the far side up through center ice. That's where it all starts, though.
It does, yeah, for sure.
Mites, and it's good to see. I think it must have been a tournament going on. It was 2 out-of-town teams out there playing. Back off the end boards. Buccaneers with it. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Period. Shot on net. Lindak with a save. Surprising toe save. Shot again. Lindak with a save. Pushing, shoving in the blue paint. Lindak's right on top of it. You can see the puck setting in the blue paint on this side of the goal line.
JP Party Rentals is the preferred Des Moines Buccaneers party rental vendor.
Yeah, quicker second half here of the period. Not as many face-offs, so good pace of this first period. Both teams just filling each other out, some good chances.
.449 of the period. St. Hubert with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Gulley with the face-off for the Gamblers. Gamblers win the face-off. They draw it on the far side, but the Buccaneers, Randall's able to chip it up out of the zone. Moorcross chasing after it too. And they're going to come in offside, 4:38 of the period. Welcome all the Green Bay Gambler fans watching tonight, and all the Des Moines Buccaneer fans, and everybody else throughout the USHL. Jared, we're the only game playing in the USHL, so I'm sure we got
this is
a
the
few more fans.
and this is the free FloHockey game of the week. So
okay, perfect. I got a lot of listeners and watchers tonight. That one got shot in from outside the blue line and went right up in protective netting. We get a whistle, 4:31 of the period. Owen Tyler with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Conboy with the face-off for the Gamblers. Gamblers win the face-off. All down the Buccaneers' defensive side of the ice. Chamel with it for the Bucks. Sent over the far side off the half boards. Able to chip it up out of the zone. Back on the near side. Here comes the Buccaneers. Randall plays it for the Bucks. Luton had it for the Green Bay Gamblers off the near boards. Comes the Buccaneers up out of the zone. Randall with it all the way up through the Buccaneer logo across the blue line. Sent over to the far side. Randall works it all the way in. Fires it towards the net. Never made it. Took it off to the left-hand side. Buccaneers play it off the end boards. Zillinger with it for the Buccaneers. Back to the point. Thorpe just came off a stick, bunting and off his skate. Couldn't hang on to it. Here comes the Gamblers back the other way. Down on the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Played by Harris. And he's going to make a line change. I think he was out of gas. Got it in the zone. And he was wore out. Gamblers pick it up down on their defensive side of the ice. Played to the far side. Picked off by Zucker. He fires it right back in. Sent over to the far side off the half boards. Gamblers pick it up. Send it to the near side. all the way up through the neutral zone. Sent down into the Buccaneer in the rink land. Off the right-hand boards. Right out in front, Lindak with the save. Another shot save, and Lindak comes up big for the Buccaneers. And we got a player down right through center ice, and that's Blake Zielinski. And a little pushing and shoving here. And we're going to get 2 penalties coming here.
Vision that hasn't been met. A custom solution may be the answer. Launch IT, proud to be the official IT provider of the Moines Buccaneers.
Gus Thorpe headed to the penalty box. I think he's going to get a cross check.
It's like we're at 4-on-4 most likely here.
Number 12 for the Green Bay Gamblers. Gulley in there for the Gamblers. Not sure if Gulley's the one that got.
You know what, Tony? Seeing a review here, Zielinski did get hit in the back of the head here. See if I can get a replay here.
You know when you're ready, we'll make sure. Referees are talking in front of the scores, man.
All right, I'm ready for a replay here, Tony. Keep an eye on Zielinski here. I'm going to leave it on the center ice here. You'll see him come in the frame here. And Zielinski did take a punch to the back of the head.
All righty, well, everybody's talking about it over there. I think we're going to play 4-on-4 hockey and continue on. I think we're good. Gave the off-ice official the thumbs up. Everything looks good on the scoreboard. We're going to continue on. A little 4-on-4 hockey. Zielinski suffer. Cottingham out there for the Buccaneers with Ori too.
Penalties on both sides, beginning with the box.
Lieutenant with the face-off for the Gamblers.
2 minutes for cross-checking. 2 minutes cross-checking minor. For Green Bay, number 12, Elliot Gulley, 2 minutes for roughing.
Gulley got roughing, got a cross-check on rough call.
17 of the first period.
It's 4-on-4 out there for the Buccaneers all the way up. Zuffer gets in behind everybody at the blue line. Just came off his stick funny, couldn't capitalize on that. Gamblers with it on the far side, chips it to the near side, off the half boards. Nice hard hit there by Zielinski. Headed to the bench, Sillinger out there for the Buccaneers. Here comes Green Bay Gamblers, full head of steam all the way down on the Buccaneer into the rink. Newton has it for the Gamblers, couldn't hang on to it. Sillinger one-on-one coming back the other way, fires a shot, went wide of the goaltender. Played on the near side, Gamblers with it. Up through the neutral zone, sends it all the way down to the Buccaneer in the rink. Lindak lets it go all the way over to the far side, or he has it for the Bucks. Up to Randall. Randall skates it wide to the right-hand side, brings it all the way down to the offensive side of the ice for the Buccaneers. 44 seconds remaining on the coincidental penalties up there. And the 4-on-4 hockey. Gamblers play it to the far side, walks it in. The Buccaneers defensive side of the ice, shot on net. Lindak with the save. Randall picks up the rebound. He sends it to the near side of Sillinger. Sillinger with it for the Buccaneers. 1 minute remaining in the period. Right to the near side of Rooney. Rooney with it for the Buccaneers. Up through the neutral zone. Sets back up. Chamel off the ice. Ori comes out for him. And both teams at full strength, 5-on-5 hockey. And the Green Bay Gambler kid went right to the ice, and a Buccaneer player came all the way over to the bench. Back out to play it as Ori. To the far side, now Ori with it down on his defensive side of the ice. He's going to take it right up through center ice. Buccaneers come in off sides. 22.2 seconds remaining in the first period. Gamblers out shooting the Buccaneers 12-6, 0-0 on the scoreboard. Gamblers win the face-off. They draw it on the near side. And boy, did that hit anybody? Oh,
Yeah.
that did get somebody.
Yep, it did get him.
I think they're all right. Boy, that came up hard. Don't like to see the pucks come up here and get somebody. She's rubbing her forehead, but I don't see no blood, so that's a good sign. Buccaneers win the face-off at center ice, bring it all the way down. Play to the near side. Zephyr has it for the Buccaneers. It's under 10 seconds remaining. Off the end boards. And that's going to do it. After one period of play, it's the Bucs 0, the Green Bay Gamblers 0. Shots on net. 12 for the Buccaneers, 12 for the Gamblers, 6 for the Buccaneers. And a little disagreement after the whistle there, but I think everybody's going to skate away, no penalties at all. All right, guys, stick around. We're going to do a quick re-interview with number 24, the captain of the Des Moines Buccaneers, Ryan Kroll, here in just a second as we get things situated here. All right, Tony Scott here, captain Ryan Kroll. Kroll, how are you, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Good. How's the view from up in the stands tonight?
It's a little bit different. I've never been front and center here.
Yeah, so. A little different prospect of the game, not being out there, but a little injury. You'll be back in the lineup soon, and hopefully you get better, and you'll be back out there soon. So.
Yeah, we have a great trainer in Brittany, and working with her and getting back. So.
Let's talk a little bit how you became a Buccaneer. Just by looking at your stats, you've played. Did you get drafted by the Storm?
I was, yeah, Tri-City.
Tri-City, then to the Lancers, Fighting Saints, and now the Bucs. So kind of tell us about how all that happened, and tell us a little bit how you got here.
Yeah, so I was drafted in Phase 1 by Tri-City, and then played 2 affiliate games there. Was traded over to Omaha during one of their trades, and spent my rookie there in Omaha, and then was traded in training camp to Dubuque, spent half the year there, and then was fortunate enough to come over here to Des Moines and be a Buccaneer.
How did you like being in Dubuque? That is one of my favorite hockey cities to go to, right next to the river. Catfish Charlie's right there. I don't know if you ever went to Catfish Charlie's.
I have not, no.
But it's right next to the rink, and I always loved going there. Went there during the summertime on a little vacation. So I don't know if you were there in the summertime at all, but I think it's awesome being next to the river over there. So
yeah, it's a small, nice little town. Had 1 or 2 good buddies over there, still do, but you know, I'm a Buccaneer and happy to be here.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So many people talk about your teammates and fans, how much you are with the community and so forth, and what you do for the Buccaneers and the community, and it's good to see you doing all that. Can you tell a little bit? You're a leader on this team, and I mean, I've seen you on the road. You're such a nice young gentleman and always polite, but you're a tough kid out there on the ice. So, tell us a little bit about the work you do in the community.
Yeah, so I think it's big for our team to get out there and serve in the community. Obviously, they come out here and they support us every home game they can, sometimes even on the road. So sometimes when you have those opportunities to give back, it's super important.
What's it mean for you to be the captain of the Buccaneers?
Yeah, it's a great honor. It was voted on upon by my peers, and that means so much to me. I take a lot of pride in it and try and do the best I can for my teammates and organization.
How did you get your start in hockey? Was your family a hockey family, or how did you get started? You probably saw before the Bucs game tonight, we had the mites out there. It was cool to see. That's Stone Jared. That's where it gets started. Did you start as a mite, or how young?
Yeah, I started as a mite. I started playing when I was 3 years old.
Oh, wow.
So my brother was my inspiration. He started when he was 9, when the Blackhawks were winning all their Stanley Cups, and my dad built the backyard rink for us. And so me being the little brother just always wanted to follow in his footsteps, and ended up here.
So have you always played a defenseman? Were you?
Yeah.
Did you ever have to try to play goalie? My son, I have a son that's was a goalie. He's 30 years old. My other one was a goalie one time, got hit where he shouldn't get hit. When he was in net, he never played again. So did you ever in your young career have to play a goalie?
Blocked a lot of shots, but no, I've never been crazy enough to put on the pads.
Yeah,
So.
well, my kids played in the youth program. Everybody had to take a turn playing a goalie.
Yeah.
So, well, that's good that you are not a goalie. I wouldn't be in that. I wouldn't want to. I've seen your shot. I don't want to be in there. So, let's talk about you being a tough guy out there. I don't know how you do it. We saw a good tilt up there in Waterloo, and it's kind of fun for the fans to watch. But what goes through your head there? I mean, have you always been a tough guy out there, or how did you? Do you remember your first fight, I guess?
Yeah, I do remember my first official USHL fight was in Pittsburgh, actually, my rookie year with Omaha. But I just play an older style of hockey. I like to be very physical, and sometimes that requires me to drop the gloves and kind of have a little bit of a boxing background growing up at home, and it's fun to do. It gets my team going, and I take pride in it.
Well, your eye looks better today.
It does.
Sure.
It's getting better every day.
Yeah. So. Well, Ryan, thanks for jumping on here. We appreciate it. Looking forward to you to get back out in the lineup. Big games next weekend. You go on the road out to Youngstown, so hopefully you're in the lineup. And good luck the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks for going on.
2, 1. Guys, give it up for the Moines Hockey.
Thank you, Ryan Kroll, for coming on here tonight. It was kind of special to do. I see he's going to get healthy and back in the lineup. I'm going to take a quick break here. Jared Saline will be back in about 10 minutes this time with second period action. Thanks for listening to Moines Buccaneer Hockey. Welcome back to Des Moines Buccaneer Hockey. Audio live on YouTube and video live and audio live on Flow Sports. And thanks everybody for jumping on. A free game today on Flow Sports for hockey. Garrett Celine and Tony Scott getting ready to bring you the second period action. And 12 shots for Green Bay, 6 for the Buccaneers, 0-0 hockey game. Kind of been a goaltender battle there. Lindak. Good. Lindak with 12 saves.
Face-offs that period, Tony, in favor of Green Bay, 13-4.
Ooh.
Yeah, so hopefully the Buccaneers make some adjustments here. Green Bay is a really good face-off team. Last night they did beat us in face-offs as well. They just do a really good job in the draw. So Buccaneers need to work on that. Don't let the face-offs dictate this game.
Well, they've had a little bit of time on the clock here. For some reason, there was only one Zamboni out there for intermission. If there was 2 out there, I missed the second one. But the ice is still just a little bit wet out there, so they added an extra 2 minutes up there.
Yep.
Try to get the ice to set up just a little bit more. And it's not too bad in here today. It's a little cold. Usually it's really cold in here, but it's not too bad in here today. So a little warmer day outside too.
Yeah, and I've noticed that we haven't really said tired ice much.
No, we haven't. So they must got something figured out on this ice here a little bit. And I'm not the ice maker, so I have no idea. I wouldn't be the one to. For me, you throw water in the freezer and it becomes ice. That's all I know.
We did have a fan get hit by a puck. I hope everything goes well with him.
Yeah, I do too.
Great job by the EMS service here to help take care of that.
Yeah, and that's what they're attending to. I just got notification too that that's kind of what they're waiting on too, is to get this fan taken care of. They got hit by the puck, so maybe it's not so much the ice out there. Maybe just kind of waiting on the fan here. So should be just about underway here.
Had a good interview with Ryan Kroll there,
Ryan
Tony.
Kroll, great. I always talk highly of him, and he's good. He's a good guy. Buccaneers going to your right on the screen, wearing their blue. Gamblers wearing their white jerseys. Gold trim, black trim. Going the left on your screen, here comes the Buccaneers up out of the zone, all the way down into the Gamblers' defensive side of the ice, off the end boards. Played to the near side. Buccaneers with it. Harper Searles in the right-hand corner with Tylek. Sent over to the far side. Zielinski plays it for the Bucks, off the far boards. Up out of the zone it comes for the Green Bay Gamblers. Off the end boards, hard hit. Gamblers did not play Friday night, so only their second game of the weekend. They're the Buccaneers' third game.
Buccaneers' 4th game in 5 days.
Yeah, I can. Well, it's our 4th game in 5 days.
It has been.
It's been a fun weekend, though. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Lindak with the save there as we were talking. Maybe I trade it for palm trees and sunny weather. But,
yeah, same.
It's a little chilly down there, as my uncle would say. It's in the 60s. Over to the far side, Harris with it for the Gamblers. Shot towards the net, deflected off into the corner. Gamblers come up with it, send over to the far side. Back out to the high slot, fires a shot on net. Lindak with a great save, and he was getting screened in front. Good job by Lindak, keep an eye on that, keeping track of the puck. Buccaneers change it up.
I was talking with Ryan Kroll a little bit over that intermission. Talk about the upcoming Youngstown trip. I guess they're going to be leaving Wednesday, and they're going to have a practice over at Notre Dame University. So.
Oh, that is really cool. Good news there. That's really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Face off to the stick side. Lindak, Buccaneers win the face off. They draw it on the near side off the half boards. Mickle sent to the far side up to Thorpe. Thorpe plays it to the near boards. Loose puck. Back to Thorpe. Thorpe just circles back around. Mickle picks it up for the Buccaneers. Sends it all the way down into the Gamblers into the ring. Buccaneers still looking for their first shot in the second period. Played in the near side. Zuffer with it. left-hand circle, and I thought maybe they might get one there. Zielinski took a look at it, decided not to take a shot. Shot on net, there we go. Nice shot there on net for the Buccaneers. Zuffer with the shot on net for the Bucks, and now it comes offside, back the other direction. Riley Zuffer, Woodbury, Minnesota boy. Committed to University of Notre Dame. So you just talked about Notre Dame, so Zuffer's going to go get a practice on the sheet ice.
Yeah, that'll be really good for him, for sure.
Eventually when he makes it to Notre Dame.
And they have a great facility there.
Owen Tyler to Notre Dame too, so a couple of Buccaneer players here are going to go to Notre Dame. I'm looking at the Green Bay roster real quick. Don't see any Notre Dame commits here on the Green Bay roster. That'd be cool. Chamel with it on the near side, Argentina. Whoops. Here we go. Sorry about that. We forgot to switch it over. We appreciate people letting us know. We did not have the game switched over to the big broadcast. We still had it on the studio view, and I should know that. I got the iPad right up in front of me, but we get concentrating on the game. And Buccaneers into the penalty box, and I appreciate you letting people know here. They just came up and gave me the message, and appreciate it a lot. We do got a good-looking studio, so.
We were kind of talking about the rosters earlier. Green Bay having 3 NHL draft picks on their team. David Rosenthal, New Jersey Devil draft pick. William Samuelson, who had a really big game last night. Dallas Stars draft pick. And then Mace O'Phillips, Calgary Flames draft pick. He's actually suspended for today in that late tilt with Zielinski.
Buccaneers on the hit the door service penalty kill. 2 minutes up on the scoreboard, and I don't know who went in there because I was reading the message on somebody's phone here that.
So that's Rylan Rooney at the penalty.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Boarding is the call. Gamblers won the faceoff. They draw back to the point, to the near side. Now over to the far side, off the half boards. Buccaneers with it. Tried to clear it out. Kept in by number 3 for the Gamblers. Fires that shot on net. Lindak with the save. Loose puck, and it's a power play goal by the Green Bay Gamblers. 16:40 of the second period, and the Gamblers score first, just like they did last night in the game. They scored first in the second period and make it a 1-0 hockey game.
Yeah, Oliver McKinney looked like he got to the side of there of Lindak and was able to bang it in on the pad, and 1-0 Green Bay.
Try to get a replay of that above the goalie, Derek Damon talking to the referee. I don't know if they're asking for a review on this or not.
Whenever you're ready, Tony, I do have a.
All right, let's put it up there.
You see Oliver McKinney there on the right side, able to kind of push the puck in past Lindak.
Jared, it froze up on us. So
okay.
We'll get it next time.
Green Bay goal, scored by number 91, Oliver McKinney.
McKinney with the goal.
Assist, number 97, David Roosevelt.
Roosevelt with the assist.
Number 10, Landon Halfley.
Halfley with the assist too on that goal, power play goal by the Gamblers.
Time of the power play goal, 3:20 of the second period.
Back to the action here, down on the Buccaneers offensive side of the ice. Sillinger on the right-hand corner, trying to dig it out. Tim in there too for the Gamblers. Zielinski. And we are going back to the penalty box, I do believe. Cross-check, Adam Zielinski into the penalty box for the Buccaneers. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Face-offs coming back down in the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice, 16:03.
Yeah, power play percentage overall for the Green Bay Gamblers coming to tonight's game. It's probably gone up a little bit, but 21.7 coming into the game. On the road, 20%. Buccaneers penalty kill overall 79.1, 9th in the league. At home, 75.4, at 10th in the league.
I think I should have it here, Jared. The next whistle here, I think we should have it, Jared.
Penalty on the Bucks. Number 14, Adam Zielinski.
Announcing that penalty. Puck goes all the way down to the Green Bay Gamblers in the rink.
Time of the penalty, 3:57.
Gamblers sit up in behind their own goaltender.
Your Bucks on the Hickman Garage Services penalty kill. The standard and quality service.
Up through center ice to the far side. Gamblers walking all the way in. Mickle trying to get to it for the Bucks. Now on the near side, Argentina not able to clear it out. Nice job by the Gamblers to keep it in, and now it trickles free out of the zone. Played to the near side. Argentina gets a stick on it. Tied up right in front of the Buccaneer bench. Sent all the way down, and the Buccaneers penalty kill looks good so far. Gamblers bring right up through center ice. Down in the Buccaneer in the rink. Chamel chasing after it off the end boards. To the far side. Cats with it for the Gamblers. To the near side. Conboy with looks. Fires it. Shot on net. Save. Lindak with a great stick save there. Sent off to the far side. Gamblers walk it in. Right hand circle. Shot on net. Saved by Lindak. And we'll see if we can get that up now. See if it's going to go here.
Special cocktail recipes at Tito'sVodka.com. Crafted to be savored responsibly.
And there's a loose puck. Oh boy, almost did. You back that up, Jared. It almost looks like a Buccaneer player knocked that in himself.
Yeah, Gus Thorpe was there. Oliver McKinney was able to push that puck in underneath the leg pad.
Yep.
Not much Lindak could do there.
Yeah, not much at all. So puck goes down, and the Gamblers defensive side of the ice played to the far side. 40 seconds remaining on the penalty kill here for the Buccaneers. 14:40 left in the second period. Bucks down by 1. Here comes the Gamblers through center ice. Sent over to the far side. Samuelson with it for the Green Bay Gamblers. Drops it back to the point. Back to Samuelson. Right on net. Save by Lindak to the near side. To the point. On the right-hand circle. Tylik tried to get a stick on it. Athley with it for the Gamblers. Shot on net. Lindak with a solid save. Rebound goes all the way to the far boards, and the Buccaneers are back to full strength. Zielinski out of the penalty box right in, and that's a goal for the Green Bay Gamblers on the rebound, and the Gamblers make it a 2-0 hockey game. 13:56 of the second period. Will not be credited a power play goal, but it was at the end of that power play. The Buccaneer player was out of the penalty box, so even strength goal, but you pretty much, Jared, kind of say that, I mean, it should be pretty much a power play goal. The Buccaneer player really not even got into the play there by the time that went in, but it was even strength goal.
Yep, Michigan commit Oliver McKinney again, his second goal of the evening. That'll be his 5th goal of the season.
Tim with the face-off for the Gamblers. Zielinski with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Sullivan with it for the Gamblers. Sent it down in deep.
Scored by number 91, Oliver McKinney. First assist, number 97, David Roosevelt. Second assist, number 3, Owen Buschens. McKinney from Roosevelt and Buschens. Time of the goal, 6:04 of the second period.
13:32 of the second period. Andy announcing the goal call there. Shot on net. Lindak with the save, and going to get a media timeout. Get through a couple of our commercials here. Be back with last few minutes here. We'll get there with you, Jared.
This is Tony Bachhoven from the sprint car capital of the world. The 65th NOS Energy Drink Knoxville Nationals presented by Casey's is a milestone you don't want to miss. 4-day tickets are on sale now for the granddaddy of them all, August 12th through the 15th. Grab your tickets at KnoxvilleRaceway.com.
All right, Jared, let's get that replay up and going. just forced underneath Lindak there. Boy, Jared, if you could, I think that kind of got you maybe deflected again off a Buccaneer player in front of him.
Yeah.
Just kind of see him come into the screen right there. Man, if it didn't, it came pretty close coming off the toe of his.
He could almost give the I don't know if McKinney actually got that goal. The puck was past the line there, so
yeah,
pretty close though.
Pretty dang close. Adam Tim with the face-off for the Gamblers. Owen Tyler with the face-off for the Buccaneers. The Gamblers won that face-off, put it right on net. Lindak with the save. Well, Jared, the Gamblers are doing what they do. They're putting a lot of shots on net, 20 shots on net for the Gamblers. Only one shot here in the second period here for the Buccaneers. They only have 7 shots on net so far in this game. Buccaneers win the face-off. They draw it on the far side. Down on the near side, Thorpe picks it up on the half boards. Up through center ice it comes, right through the neutral zone, across the blue line, down to the Buccaneers' offensive side of the ice. Shot on net.
If you don't like to cook, clean, or grocery shop and have a health goal, check out Fresh Fit Meals. With 3
Rinkus with the save for the Gamblers, 13-10 of the second period. Face-off to the stick side of the Gamblers goaltender. Tyler's going to take the face-off for the Buccaneers. Gulley with the face-off for the Gamblers. Buccaneers win the face-off. Back to Randall, off the half boards, down and deep to Tyler. It gets knocked down by Gulley. On the right left-hand corner. To the point. To Chanel, fires it. Blocked in front, came off the shoulder of Zielinski. To the half boards, played to the near side. 12:47 remaining in the second period. Buccaneers did get credited for a shot in that flurry. Down into the Buccaneers' defensive side of the ice, played on the left-hand side. Zillinger in there trying to dig it out. Trapped on the left-hand corner with Randall. Becky in there for the Gamblers, able to clear it out back to the blue line. Walks across, right-hand side, off the far boards, taken down. Chamel comes up with it, played by Randall. Still trapped in behind their own net, played to the near side. Halfley comes up with it for the Gamblers. Up through center ice it comes, all the way up. Long ice pass to Zillinger. Zillinger tried to pull the trigger. Couple of goals last night, and not able to capitalize tonight on that one. Back out to the blue line, center ice, down into the Buccaneers. Tried to bring it down the Buccaneers defensive ice, but Gamblers come in offsides. 11:42 of the second.
Yeah, offsides on Green Bay there. Landon Halfley got hit there by his own teammate there, but he's shaking it off here at the right blue line.
Argentina with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Gulley with the face-off for the Gamblers. Buccaneers win the face-off over to Cottingham, to Ori. Off the high glass down into the Gamblers into the rink, and that's going to be icing on the Buccaneers.
Yeah, shots 20-8 in favor of the Green Bay. They're doing a really good job shutting down the Buccaneers in the neutral zone. They got that 2-0 lead with a very good netminder. So Green Bay's a team that they can sit on these leads.
Here, the game's kind of slowed down here with all the whistles here, and well, that's good for both teams. Probably good for both teams. Second game this weekend for the Gamblers, third for the Buccaneers. Argentina with the face-off. Gulley with the face-off for the Gamblers. To the stick side, Landak. At the blue line, kept in, sent over to the far side. Ori catches up to it in behind his own goaltender, Landak. Played to the near side, intended for Rooney. Rooney not able to chip it out, kept in by the Gamblers. Sent off the far boards. The Buccaneers able to bring it up through the zone, intended for Rooney, picked off. Buccaneers dumped it all the way down, making a line change. Thorpe, De St. Hubert, Mickle out there for the Buccaneers. And they ice the puck again, and
West Des Moines, providing a comfortable, affordable, and welcoming community.
well,
A lot of face-offs.
yeah, a lot of face-off there.
I'll get you guys a number here at home. The Green Bay is definitely in favor of the face-off wins this period again.
Searles with the face-off for the Buccaneers out there with Norcross, De St. Hubert. Buccaneers win the face-off. They draw it on the far side, off the half boards, top of those circles. Thorpe keeps it in. Searles digs it out of the corner, plays it on the half boards. Tried to put it down the center ice, couldn't do it. Searles with it again, back to the point. They're playing on the left side of this circle. And the Gamblers not able to clear it out, right up to Searles. Searles tries to chip it on net, deflected off to the right-hand corner. De St. Hubert in behind the goaltender. Played by Searles again, kept in by Thorpe. Right out in front. Nice drive by De St. Hubert. Tried to get a stick on it. Deflected wide and above the goaltender's head. The puck comes free back out to center ice. Thorpe has it for the Bucks. Walks right up through the Buccaneer logo and shot deflected into the protective netting. We get a whistle. 10:06 left of the second period. Gamblers 2, the Buccaneers 0.
Some good chances there. Some good offensive zone time there from the Buccaneers' fourth line. It's good to see that from the depth from the Bucks here. That's the Luke Norcross, Harper Searles, K. De St. Hubert line.
Samuelson's the face-off for the Gamblers. Zielinski face-off for the Buccaneers. Out there with Zuffer too on the left-hand side. Chamel plays it for the Bucks to the far side to Randall, back up through the neutral zone, down into the Buccaneers offensive side of the ice. Now the Gamblers chip it up out, back down the other direction. Hard hit on the far side. Going to be a penalty on the Green Bay Gamblers. They haven't taken a good penalty at all. Well, they did that. We did have one, I think, that created a 4-on-4, but this is going to create the first power play here for the Bucks.
Yeah, they got Oliver McKinney with a cross check on Blake Zielinski in the neutral zone. Buccaneers go on the power play.
All right, I over here in section 102.
Media timeout.
Your personal finances start with you, but their impact can reach even further. With a right financial plan, your money can be a tool for giving thanks, planning ahead, and spreading joy. For lifting people up, putting down roots, and bringing loved ones home. However you spend this holiday season, Thrivent can help you plan your finances for the people, causes, and communities you're most thankful for. Thrivent, where money means more.
The We Are Iowa Plus TV app. Local news from the team you trust. Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, 24/7. We Are Iowa Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
All right, media timeout's over. 2 minutes up on the clock. And we're going to be the Buccaneers Mid-America Energy power play.
Kind of a second period recap here, Tony. Oliver McKinley with 2 goals, including a power play goal for the Green Bay Gamblers, and the Gamblers are up 2-0.
Tyler with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Gulley with the face-off for the Gamblers. Zuffer out there too for the Buccaneers. Sillinger, Randall, and Zielinski on the power play unit for the Buccaneers. They play it on the right-hand side. Back to the blue line. The Buccaneers looking for their first goal of the evening. Shot. Boy, I thought that went in. It went through the blue paint behind the goalie, I think. Buccaneers, great opportunity there. Just couldn't put it home. Back over the plate is Randall. Randall to Sillinger. To Randall from the point. Fires a shot on net. Saved by the Gamblers goaltender. And the Buccaneers not able to hang on to it. Gamblers clear it out all the way down the Buccaneer end of the rink. Randall picks it up from his goaltender, Lindack. Play to the near side. 8:40 remaining in the second period. A minute 8 remaining on the power play here for the Buccaneers. Played on the right-hand side by Tyler. Tyler off the end boards. Gamblers come up with it. Tried to clear it length of the ice. Randall picked it off at the center ice face-off dot. Bucks sent it all the way down off the far glass. Boy. Athley plays it for the Green Bay Gamblers, walks it all the way in and get a whistle. Gamblers did get a shorthanded goal last night on the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that was William Samuelson last night, was able to pick off a behind the back pass from Ryland Randall and was able to skate on the breakaway and beat Lindack.
Argentina with the face-off for the Des Moines Buccaneers. 8:06 of the second, 34 seconds left on the power play for the Bucks. Wins the face-off. Sets up to Ori. Ori to the near side. To Rooney. Back over to the far side. Brings it all the way in. Shot on net. Nice shot by Adam Zielinski for the Buccaneers. 10 seconds remaining on the power play for the Bucks. Argentina with it to the left-hand side, brings it all the way down. They're going to have to hurry if they're going to score on this power play. Not going to do it as Gamblers clear it out. That's going to do it for the power play. The Buccaneers 0 for 1 on the power play as the Green Bay Gamblers out of the penalty box right to the bench, and Martin off the bench for the Gamblers. Dutson with it for the Gamblers, played it on the near side. To Tim, right on net. Lindack with the save. Molly to the far side, fires a shot on net. Lindack with another save there. The Buccaneers pick it up. Here comes Argentina up out of the zone, all the way over to the left-hand side, brings it into the Buccaneers offensive side of the ice. Bucks make a line change. Sorrells out there, Norcross. St. Hubert out there, Mickle with a hard hit to the far side. Thorpe picks it up in behind his own goaltender. Play to the near side. St. Hubert with it for the Buccaneers, right up to the face-off circles. Sent over to the far side by Sorrells. Sorrells skates it full head of steam, coming up through the ice. Not able to get across the blue line. The Gamblers just not letting any offense for the Buccaneers at all. They're quick to get it up out of the zone. Buccaneers with it up through the neutral zone. Gulley with it for the Gamblers. Played on the left-hand side, ridden to the boards by Mickle. St. Hubert picks it up, tried to clear it out. Shot on net, Lindack with the save. Back to play to Sorrell. Shot on net again, Lindack with another save. Loose puck in behind the net. Referee saying no goal right away. I don't think it was that close, I'm not sure. Sent over to the far side. Gamblers pick it up off the half boards. Gets around St. Hubert. Sent through the blue paint. Back out to the point. Gamblers keep it in. Circling around. And the Gamblers almost look like they're on the power play out there. The way they're moving the puck down the offensive side of the ice. Centering pass broken up. And here comes the Buccaneers able to get it up out of the zone. Play to the far side. St. Hubert sends it all the way down. Buccaneers making a line change. Randall off the bench. Zielinski. Zuffer. Chamel out there too for the Buccaneers. The number 29 for the Bucks. Play to the near side. 5:22 of the second period. Gamblers with 26 shots on net, 10 for the Buccaneers. Shot on net, save again. Randall plays it out in his defensive side of the ice and behind Lindack. Back to Chamel, just chips it off the far end boards, back and forth. Gamblers just clog up every passing lane there is. Don't let the Buccaneers. Now here comes a 2-on-1. Samuelson with it, fires a shot short side of Lindack. Fires it on the net. Lindack with the save. Back to Harris. Harris going to walk it all the way in. Shot deflected in front. And the Buccaneers, Zielinski plays it off the half boards. Couldn't clear it out. Right out in front. One-timer went wide. I think that was McKinney for the Gamblers off the half boards. Buccaneers able to get it up out of the zone. Conboy with it for the Gamblers. Plays it right up through center ice, down into the Buccaneers' defensive side of the ice. Picked off by Rooney. Rooney's able to clear it out of zone, put the pressure on as Argentina. To the near side to Ori. Conboy put a hard hit on Ori. Back up through center ice comes Rooney with it. Now across the blue line, down into the Green Bay Gamblers into the rink. Gamblers come up with it in behind their own goaltender. Play to the far side off the half boards. Gamblers with it in behind their own goaltender up through the far side. Back and forth through the neutral zone. Here comes the Gamblers down into the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Got a player out there without a stick, trying to see who that is.
Yeah, it's Argentina. He got it picked up, though.
Play to the near side by Ori. Ori up to Rooney. Thank you, Jared. Up through the neutral zone. They're off with it for the Green Bay Gamblers. Play to the near side. Back to player to Ori. Tim putting the pressure on him by the Gamblers. Walks it all the way in. Shot on net. Saved by Lindak. Off to the point. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Buccaneers bring it down on the offensive side of the ice for the Bucks. Shot towards the net, deflected off into the corner, right-hand side. Here comes the Gamblers up out of the zone, through the neutral zone. Thorpe's got to get back to play it. Mickle took a stick to the face. Going to be a delayed penalty on the Green Bay Gamblers. The Buccaneers come up with it, and trying to get the attention of the Buccaneers goalie. He's got the long change here. Finally makes it to the bench. Extra attacker Zielinski out there for the Buccaneers. Extra attacker for the Bucks. Shot on net, save. And the Buccaneers will be back on the Mid-America Energy Power Play. 2:15 left in the second period. Number 19 is going to the penalty box. Nick Knutson for the Green Bay Gamblers. From Chicago, Illinois. He's probably a Bears fan, Jerry.
Yep.
Said your Bears play today?
They do. I think they started about game time puck drop here, so
well, maybe you'll.
They're down 13-0 right now.
You might get home to watch a little bit of that.
Maybe, yeah.
This game's going by pretty quick. Argentina with the face-off here for the Buccaneers. Samuelson with the face-off for the Gamblers.
Minor penalty on Green
Played on the near side.
2 minutes for roughing. Knutson, 2 minutes roughing. Time on the penalty, 17:45.
Back to the near side, Argentina with it. Right-hand circle to the point to Ori. Ori leaves it there for Argentina. Bring it down in deep, and a very nice pass. Broken up, went right in front of the high slot there for the goaltender. Buccaneers keep it in, play to the near side. Rooney keeps it in deep. Played on the half boards by Argentina, right-hand corner. Back out to Ori. Ori had a lane, didn't take the shot. And of course, Green Bay clogs that lane up right away. Fires a shot. Argentina shot got blocked, back out to the point. Ori plays it to the near side. Buccaneers touch up, bring it right back in. And boy, I thought that went off the netting.
Yep.
I thought it was going to be a whistle. They continue on. To the far side, Buccaneers keep it left-hand corner. To the point, Ori, Argentina. Fires a shot on net, save, loose in the blue paint. And the Buccaneers not able to put it home. Rinkus with the big save there for the Gamblers. 1:04 left of the second period. 48 seconds left on the power play for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, it'd be so huge to get a power play goal here to cut that lead in half.
Zielinski with the face-off for the Bucks. Gulley with the face-off for the Gamblers. Gamblers win the face-off. They draw to the far side and chip it up out of the zone. The power play is over for the Buccaneers. Under a minute remaining. Oh, no, the power play's still going. Sorry. I looked up there and looked at the wrong side of the scoreboard. And I thought Andy said back to full strength. He said a minute remained in the period. So tied up on the far boards over there. Tyler trying to dig it out. Buccaneers making some noise. Fans making some noise in here, trying to get something. Here comes Gulley back the other way. Shorthanded try by the Green Bay Gamblers. Nice shy by Randall. Randall just rides him over to the near boards. Gulley still with it. Circles around all the Buccaneer jerseys out there. And now the power play is over for the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers over 2 on the power play. Buccaneers bring it down, left-hand corner, 10 seconds remain in the period. Centering ice pass right up front. Deflected, didn't get to the net. Played on the right corner for the Bucks. And that's going to do it after 2 periods of play. It's the Gamblers 2, the Buccaneers 0. Gamblers out shooting the Buccaneers 27-12. And in that period, Wild Jared 15 shots for the Gamblers, only 6 for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers tied it at 6. They had 6 in the first, 6 in the second for 12. The Gamblers are 1 for 2 on the power play. The Buccaneers 0 for 2 on the power play.
Yeah, not a good start for the Bucks in that second period. Gave up a couple goals, basically, essentially almost 2 power play goals from Aller McKinney. That second one, right when the power play was getting over. Face-offs, Buccaneers picked it up there at the end. 11 face-off wins for the Buccaneers. Green Bay had 8. So definitely need to make some adjustments here going into the third period. Need to get they're really suffocating the Buccaneers in the neutral zone. They have 3 guys kind of sitting back in that neutral zone, kind of playing a Jock Lemaire style kind of hockey here with that lead. So the Buccaneers need to break that trap and get some more scoring chances on Henriquez.
Jared Saline, Tony Scott. We'll be back with third period action in about 15 minutes. Thanks for listening to Moines Buccaneer Hockey. All right, back with you, Des Moines Buccaneer hockey. Jared Slane, Tony Scott, getting ready to bring you your third final period of regulation. I'm not going to say it's final period of hockey yet, Jared, but final period of regulation for sure.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Buccaneers can do coming out here for the third period. Green Bay's really done a great job shutting them down like we were talking about in the neutral zone. So hopefully the Bucs make some adjustments here and put the pressure on them. Green Bay's are a team that can sit back on a 2-0 lead with their really good defensive collapse defense.
And I got to it early. I got the studio off the screen and got the full screen up here. Buccaneers wearing their blue jerseys going to the left on the screen. The Green Bay Gamblers wearing their white jerseys going to the right on the screen. And the Gamblers win the face-off, chips it all the way down to the Buccaneer in the ranks and over to the far side. Cottingham picks it up for the Bucs off the half boards. Loose puck on the inboards now. Cottingham, D. St. Hubert. And we appreciate his dad coming up and correctness on his name. And it will have to be corrected on our line chart here, too, because they have it spelled totally different on our line chart than what we were told. So we'll start saying it the way his dad told us to say it.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So I think I started out when he came to the team saying it that way, and I was told it was wrong. So D. St. Hubert with it for the Buccaneers on the near side. Play to the far side. Gamblers pick it up off the inboards. Played to the near side. Searles with it now, trying to walk it in. D. St. Hubert with it for the Buccaneers. Back to Thorpe. Thorpe with it on the near side. To Zielinski. You know, Jared, the Buccaneers walking through the crowd there. Everybody thinks they're out of it. They're not out of this game at all.
No, 2-goal game. I mean,
it's a quick goal here. A couple quick goals, be right back in it.
Scariest league in hockey.
Yeah. I think they got spoiled last night with all the goals last night on icing here. But
you see that a lot in baseball. There'll be a team will score 18 runs in a game, and then the next day they get shut out. So hopefully that's not the case tonight. Hopefully we can get some scoring chances here and get one on the board.
We were just talking about that, weren't we? Spring training.
Yeah.
Won't be too far around the corner for baseball. A couple months away. Tyler with the face-off to the stick side. Gamblers goaltender. Play to the near side, and Buccaneers with it. Are you a Cubs fan too, Jared?
I am. Mostly Chicago sports, but for hockey, I'm a Minnesota Wild fan.
Okay. Played on the near side for the Buccaneers. I have followed the Chicago Blackhawks a little bit. Jeff Blashill, the head coach for them. Tyler walks it all the way in through the blue paint. The Buccaneers just about put it away there. Zillinger on the doorstep to the far side. Buccaneers with it. Mikey fires it back down in deep. My NHL team is going to be icing here. My NHL team is the best team in the NHL right now.
Oh, and they've been good.
I'm an Avalanche fan, and it's pretty cool to see their stats. They were number one in penalty kill, power play. I mean, about anything you can see, they're number one in right now. So pretty cool to see.
After the game, we invite you to stop by Pelican Post, the official bar and grill of the Des Moines Buccaneers.
Face-off's going to be to the glove side of the Green Bay Gamblers. And what do we got here? Timeout.
Timeout Green Bay.
Timeout Green Bay.
Yeah, something the coaching staff are not liking what they see so far.
Yeah.
And maybe making a quick adjustment.
Well, you know what, Jared? It's icing there, so they weren't able to change up. They had to tire some tired players out there.
Yep.
So I'm assuming they took all the timeout. They'll rest them up. So.
You know, Tony, you're talking about your Colorado Avalanche. Right now their record 31-2-7. Incredible.
Wow. I
I
didn't know they had played that many games yet, but
you just don't see that in the NHL.
No,
A record like that, and they've been very impressive. And they picked up a win last night on the road against a good Carolina team, 5-3. But yeah, just 2 losses in regulation. You know, they got to be the favorites for the Stanley Cup right now.
Yeah, I probably only catch maybe a third of their games. They play that late game
Yep.
And I get up so early in the morning. I only watch maybe a period of it. My mind wants to stay up and watch all of it, but that makes for a short night. So
yeah, that alarm clock is sooner and sooner.
So a lot of times I'll turn the XM radio on and listen to them on XM and shot on net save. But yeah, very impressive, fun to watch. Back up through center ice it comes. Randall with it, played on the near side, right up through center ice, chipped into the Buccaneers offensive side of the ice, played to the near side by Randall. Not able to keep it in. Back out through center ice. Chamel with it for the Bucks. Up through center ice. Blake with it for the Buccaneers. Zielinski sends it down and deep over to the far side. Zuffer gets knocked down off the far boards. Shot towards net, just went wide. Rinkus maybe got a shoulder on him, not sure. Off to the far side, off the half boards, face-off circle. Right at the blue line, Buccaneers trying to keep it in. Randall has it for the Bucks, circles back around. Sent over to the far side, back to Blake Zielinski. Wallen chasing after it, off the end boards. To the far side, and the Gamblers able to clear it up out of the zone.
We're talking 4th game in 5 days for the Buccaneers. So you got some tired legs out there, and these guys got to find an extra gear here. We'll get some gas that's remaining and find it and get back here on the score sheet.
Yeah, like Coach said, he goes, you forget about being tired out there as soon as you get on the ice. But
yep.
You know, I would say they still look pretty fresh out there.
They don't look bad. I mean, they're still skating hard here.
Yeah, I think they're keeping up with Green Bay here, or Green Bay's keeping up with them. Point is, I think both teams are about as even can be right now in the game. So 2-0 hockey game, 27 shots on net for the Gamblers, 14 for the Buccaneers. But speed-wise and skating-wise out there, I think it's pretty even.
Yeah, you're going to see Green Bay kind of sit back here as well.
Gamblers with it, right up through center ice, chips it down into the Buccaneer end of the rink. Ori picks it up in behind his own goaltender. Tim puts some pressure on it from the Gamblers. Sanderson in there too. It goes up into that protective netting. We get a whistle, 15:46 of the third.
Raising Cane's has one love, and that is quality chicken finger meals. 3 locations in the Des Moines Metro, ready to serve.
Like we say, Buccaneers back in action next Friday, Saturday, but they are out in Youngstown. And I'm not going to can't make the trip, them long trips for me. My regular job can't take that much time off.
Yeah, same.
Searles with the face-off for the Bucks, up through center ice it comes, and Allen. But Gamblers with it to the near side, ships it up through the neutral zone. Tim plays it. I think got played with a high stick, but the Buccaneers touch it up. It's waved off. Back to Thorpe. To the far side by Mickle. Dumps it all the way in. That's going to be icing on the Buccaneers, 15:25 of the third.
Yeah, St. Pierre, the linesman didn't really have a good gauge on that. I thought the Buccaneers had a chance to beat that icing. Their linesmen are kind of talking about it, about their positioning there to make the call. So.
I think it's going to be center ice face-off, Jared.
Yeah, he just didn't have the right positioning to make that call, to make the judgment. We'll see what they pick here.
You know, and
quite the discussion here.
Yeah, quite the discussion going on. I mean, it's going to be right here, center ice face-off.
Great call, Tony.
You know, I say it all the time. I don't want to be a linesman or referee. It's a tough job, and it's nice to see they admit that they made a mistake and they're going to bring it back to center ice. Buccaneers win the face-off. Sorrells with it for the Bucks over to the far side. Sends it all the way down. Off the high glass, ricochets, and it comes right to the Gambler player. Play to the far side up through the neutral zone. Loose puck to the far blue line. We'll Jared, the Gamblers have not had a shot in this period yet.
No, they haven't.
Here's up 2-0 in this period on shots. This might be the first shot. Here comes the Gamblers all the way in. Not sure if that got on Lindak or not. Played on the right-hand side. Chamel with it to the far side to Thorpe. Thorpe off the half boards. Back out to the center ice. All the way in. Gamblers dump it right back in. Pick it up off the end boards. Argentina and Thorpe in there to dig it out. Zielinski. There's a shot on net. Nice save by Lindak. Right out in front to the blue line. Gamblers keep it in over to the far side. Fires it up over the head.
A couple of nice blocks by Gus Thorpe there. He's kind of favoring his body.
Tied up in the right-hand corner. Chamel in there trying to dig it out. Buccaneers played off the near boards up through center ice. Zielinski with it for the Bucks. Zillinger fires a shot on net. Save, shot again, save. And the Gamblers goaltender Enriquez comes up big for the Green Bay Gamblers. Keeps it a 2-0 hockey game. Played on the near side. Gamblers with it now and behind their own goaltender. Conboy back there to play it too. Off the high glass. Ricochets off the seam of the door there, right out to center ice. Buccaneers send it right back in. Zofer sends it on the near side. Up through center ice it comes. Conboy sends it all the way down. Sent over to the far side. Ori catching up to it. Buccaneers bring it all the way down on the Gamblers' defensive side of the ice. Sets up in behind their own goaltender. Play to the far side. Here comes the Gamblers up through center ice. Across the blue line. Drops pass it back, and the linesman right on top of that. Offsides on the Gamblers. 12:57 of the third. Timeout on the ice.
Your personal finances start with you, but their impact can reach even further. With a right financial plan, your money can be a tool for giving thanks, planning ahead, and spreading joy. For lifting people up, putting down roots, and bringing loved ones home. However you spend this holiday season, Thrivent can help you plan your finances for the people, causes, and communities you're most thankful for. Thrivent, where money means more.
The We Are Iowa Plus TV app. Local news from the team you trust. Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, 24/7. We Are Iowa Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
All right, back with the Buccaneer hockey. Just under the 13-minute mark of the third period. Bucks down by 2.
Yeah, Tony, we're talking about the World Juniors going on right now. Alan Lindak, Jacob Dubravik, and then Green Bay's goalie, Roberto Henriquez, all played for Team Slovakia.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of representation here.
Buccaneers with it on the near side. Randall sends it all the way down to the blue line to Wallen. Argentina dumps it down in deep. Then over to the far side by the Gamblers. Up to the blue line. Gamblers with it down to their defensive side of the ice. Wallen chasing after it. Played on the near side by Argentina. Now there's number 5 for the Buccaneers, Randall, to Wallen. Centering pass up front, broken up by the Gamblers, sent over to the far side. Off the half boards. Buccaneers making a line change here, and their offensive side of the ice. They've been out there for a while. Searles, Norcross, D. St. Hubbard out there for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers pick it off. Searles full-headed steam on the right-hand side. Gets it picked off. Now here comes the Gamblers back the other way. 2-on-2. Nickel and Thorpe on the backside. Shot on net. Lindak with a save. Played to the near side on the half boards. Norcross with it for the Buccaneers. Long pass over there. Knutson picks it off for the Gamblers. Sends it down in the Buccaneers defensive side of the ice. Played to the far side. D. St. Hubbard for the Buccaneers. Off the end boards to the near side. Norcross there too for the Bucks. Off the half boards. Tim sends it down in deep from the Gamblers. Back to play it is Thorpe. To the near side, Zielinski with it for the Buccaneers. Fires it, backhanded shot just up over the head of the goaltender for the Gamblers. Now here comes the Gamblers up out of the zone, right through the neutral zone, across the blue line, down into the Buccaneer, into the right. Fires a shot on net. Lindak with a save, and another save by Lindak. And I think Thorpe made that save for the Buccaneers. And going to be a penalty on somebody here. It was on the near boards. Couldn't see that right-hand corner.
It might be Thomas McKell here getting a penalty for the Bucks. You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if they gave a slash in here to the Green Bay player that was going after him. And they're not.
Nope, not going to do it, Jared. Buccaneers are going to be on the Hicklin door service penalty kill, 10:51 of the third period. The Gamblers 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. Thorpe, Zuffer, he sent Hubbard out there for the Buccaneers with Ori. Athlete with the face-off for the Gamblers. Roosevelt on the right-hand side.
Minor penalty on the Bucks, number 21, Tomas Mikkel. 2 minutes for roughing.
That's out there too for the Gamblers.
Time of the penalty, 9:09
Fires it, just goes wide of the Buccaneer goaltender. Samuelson plays it for the Green Bay Gamblers on the near boards. Works it down in deep. Left-hand side, put the pressure on Missouri. Back to the high slot. Left-hand circle, shot on net. Lindak with a save. 10:23 of the third.
Got Green Bay's number 91, Oliver McKinley. He's got 2 goals already on this evening, looking for his hat trick. So have to keep a spotlight on him here.
Argentina with the face-off to the stick side of Lindak. Gamblers win the face-off back through the blue line, and Buccaneers able to clear it out. They actually get a shot on net. Play to the near side. Here comes the Gamblers up through center ice. To the far side, across the blue line, down on the Buccaneers' defensive side of the ice. Buccaneers trying to kill off their third penalty of the game. Just under a minute remaining on the penalty for the Buccaneers. Back to the blue line, the left-hand circle. Gamblers cycle it around. Argentina gets a stick on it, not able to clear it out. Played by Thorpe. Thorpe sends it right up through center ice. Gamblers got a stick on it, slowed it down a little bit. Wallen out there for the Buccaneers. D. St. Hubbard out there for the Buccaneers too. Chanel and Cottingham out there on the penalty kill for the Bucks.
Connectify HR is proud to have the Buccaneers focus on their goals off the ice by expertly assisting employee.
A little pushing and shoving after the whistle, but
JP Party Rentals is the preferred Moines Buccaneers party rental.
Yeah, Conboy and Hubert there. Both smiles on their face, both Minnesota guys.
well, it has to be hard for Tim Conboy, the assistant coach for the Buccaneers on the bench here. If it was me, my eye would be on my son out there.
It would be
whole
tough,
time.
right?
It'd be tough to concentrate on my team compared to my son out there. His dad, I just looked down there. His dad had a big smile on his face, and you know it's got to be cool for. He stood. Look at the smile on his face. He was a tough guy in the NHL, and good to see. I mean, Tim's got to be having a blast today and yesterday, watching his kid play and for the Green Bay Gamblers.
And his son's a really good player.
His dad at least should take him out for dinner afterward. Tell Green Bay to hold up the bus a little bit. Buccaneers kill that off out of the penalty box. Nickel fires it, just goes wide of the goaltender, Lendak. 8:43 of the third period. 2-0 hockey game. Right out front, tip shot goal. No! Boy, I wonder if they'll take a look at that. I thought that was in, but referee right on top of it. So we'll see at the whistle if they look at that. Should be interesting. He had the best look at it.
Yeah, we'll get a replay here too. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah. Buccaneers with it. Shot just, here we go. We'll see if they're going to take a look at it. Lindak covers it up. We get a whistle, 8:13 of the third. And we're going to get a media timeout too. So we're going to play our last two commercials here. Be back with the rest of the third period here. Just a few minutes, or a few seconds.
Got the winter blues? Cheer up and swing into spring with the Tour Central Iowa Golf Card, proudly sponsored by Local 5. You get to play 18 holes at 8 different golf courses in the area for one low price of only $85. That's over a $275 value. And here's the best part. A portion of your purchase supports Variety, the children's charity of Iowa. Go to weareiowa.com/golf card to order your Tour Central Iowa Golf Card. Act fast before the snow melts because quantities are limited.
All right, we're going to skip that last commercial. We're going to take a look at it. It was close. So here we go, Jared. We'll send it over to the replay here. And
I definitely want the crossbar here.
It's not going to get quite to that replay yet, so let me just switch something up here. We'll get to it when we can here the next time. It's not letting it help. Finally popped up on the screen there. Here you go, Jared. Just kind of play it real quick. We'll see it. Yeah, popped off the pipe. Almost the third goal of the evening for the Green Bay Gamblers. Puck goes all the way down to the Gamblers in the rink. Sent over to the far side, off the far boards. Randall has it for the Bucks. Couldn't hang on to it. Back out to Randall. Randall on the near side. Just under 8 minutes remaining in the period. 31 shots in favor of Green Bay Gamblers, 16 for the Buccaneers. To the near side, Randall again with it. Up through center ice, down to the Buccaneer in the rink. Lindak with it to Randall. Randall off the end boards. To the blue line, sent up to the near side. Tyler plays it for the Buccaneers. Avoided a hit by Knutson. To the near boards, off half boards. Zielinski with it for the Buccaneers. Couldn't hang on to it. Grambers trying to get a shot off. Deflected off into the far corner. Mickle plays it for the Bucks. Loose at the face-off dot. Randall rides his guy to the boards, off the end boards to the far side. Back to the near side. O'Sullivan with it, fires a shot right in the belly button of
the sprint car capital of the
Lindak.
world is right here in Iowa. Check out the Knoxville
Yeah, Lindak's played really well. 30 saves on 32 shots against. He's kept the Bucks in this game.
6:49 of the third, down by 2.
Yeah, Buccaneers held to only 4 shots this third period. Green Bay doing a great job of really trapping the neutral zone, not giving up anything for the Buccaneers. So the Bucks need to find something here quick.
Yeah, Jared, as it gets later in this third period, I think you are seeing some tired bodies out there for the Buccaneers.
For sure.
Sullivan with a shot up over the head of Lindak into the protective netting. I think he got tipped. Green Bay back in action next Friday and Saturday. They're at home, it looks like, against the Fargo Force. Friday night face-off, 7:05 and 6:05 on Saturday. The following weekend looks like they take on Team USA for a couple of games. Saturday, Sunday for the Green Bay Gamblers. Looks like they're headed to Michigan. Gamblers with it up through center ice, played through the neutral zone, sends it all the way down. Loose puck down off the end boards. Buccaneers trying to clear it out. High slot, fires it, shot, deflected, went wide. Nickel there for the Buccaneers, cleared it off into the corner. Gamblers come up with it off the half boards. Buccaneers bring it up through center ice. And shot by the Buccaneers, deflected up into the protector netting, and we get a little pushing and shoving afterwards. Convoy again for the for the Green Bay Gamblers. Very slow line change here for Bucks. They're trying to decide who they're putting back out there. 5:50 of the third. Wall and Rooney, Argentina on the front side, Ori and Randall on the back side. Adam Tim with the face-off for the Green Bay Gamblers. And the Buccaneers win the face-off to Rooney. Back to Randall, sends it down in deep. Randall with it for the Bucks to Argentina. Played by Rooney. Over to the far side, back to the point. Ori to Randall. Argentina down and deep off the end boards. Played to the left-hand corner. Green Bay comes in, Tim's with it. And centering pass broken up. Here comes Martin up out of the zone with it for Green Bay. Dumps it all the way down to the Buccaneers in the rink. Got it tied up here. Wallen was tied up with a guy at the opposite blue line. Everybody separates. We continue on. And now we're underneath that 5-minute mark of the third period. Up through center ice it comes. Over to the far side. Cottingham with it to Randall. Randall plays it for the Buccaneers. Well, Jared, we've talked about a lot this year. Down by 2, just right around the 4:30 mark of the third period. And we just wonder.
There's our chance right there.
Yeah, Tyler comes in with a shot on net, saved by the Gamblers goaltender. Well, you wonder when and if they're going to pull the goalie. Gamblers pulled it last night. The Buccaneers got an empty net goal.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of the Buccaneers defensemen jump up and try to pinch a little bit tighter to create those chances.
Green Bay's out shooting the Buccaneers 6-5 in this period. They have outshot us in every period. The most shots the Buccaneers have had in both periods is 6 apiece in the first and the second. They're one shot away from getting their 6th shot on net in this period. Here comes the Buccaneers up out of the zone. Searles with it for the Buccaneers. Drop pass back. Shot on net. Rikas with the save. Back up through center ice it comes. Over to the far side. Do you think Herbert with it for the Buccaneers? Across the blue line. Played on the near side by Searles to the near side. Mickle with it. Right out front. Opportunity in the blue paint. Searles couldn't pull the trigger. He was there standing all alone. Don't know if he got his stick tied up just a little bit there when the puck got to him. But Buccaneers still have their timeout. Green Bay used their timeout on the icing call. Not that they would use a timeout now. Sillinger with it, back to Tylek, walks it all the way in. Blake Zielinski with it for the Buccaneers, shot on net. Saved by the Green Bay Gamblers goaltender off the end boards. Sullivan in there for the Gamblers. Back to the point to Randall. Randall plays it and empty net on one side. Argentina, extra attacker out there, sending it right through the blue paint. The Buccaneers opportunity there. Zuffer was wide open as the Buccaneer goaltender's out of the net. Green Bay changing it up. Buccaneers keeping their players out there. Long pass to the right-hand side. 2:22 remaining in the third period. Buccaneers with the extra attacker out. Played to the near side by Tyler. Samuelson has it for the Green Bay Gamblers, and Gamblers tried to get the home run pass there. They were way offside. Had to take back up. Buccaneers bring it up to the neutral zone. Zuffer has it for the Buccaneers. He sends it down in deep. Played to the near side. Gamblers just high lift the puck up and to the neutral zone. Back to players Randall. Randall's got to hustle as the Gamblers all the way down in their offensive side of the ice. Up through center ice it comes. The Buccaneers come in, stay on side. Blake Zielinski with it, fires a shot up over the head of the goaltender. Played to the near side. Minute 30 remaining in the period. Here comes the Gamblers back the other way, and they're offsides. They are going for the empty net goal. They come in offsides a minute 30. Now, Jared, I would think the Buccaneers are going to call a timeout. Yep. They do. And now we'll get to the commercial. I did not play last time, so.
This is Tony Bachoven from the sprint car capital of the world. The 65th NOS Energy Drink Knoxville Nationals presented by Casey's is a milestone you don't want to miss. 4-day tickets are on sale right now for the best sprint car racing on the planet. The granddaddy of them all runs August 12th through the 15th. Grab your 4-day package tickets at KnoxvilleRaceway.com. Do it now before your seats are gone.
Yeah, Buccaneers had a good chance there, 3-on-1. Argentina had the puck, and it just kind of went on its side, and puck went wide on Henriquez, and we're going to definitely see a push here.
Yeah, going to see a push here. Goalie's back in net for the Buccaneers. I'm assuming once they win the face-off. Face-off's going to be at the face-off dot right in front of the Buccaneer bench. Owen Tylick out there for the Buccaneers. Zuffer, Blake Zielinski, Randall, Zillinger. Going with 4 forwards and 1 defenseman out there right now for the Buccaneers. And I think Argentina will be coming on the ice when the goalie gets pulled, if they get him pulled. Gamblers win the face-off. They draw it all the way down over to the far side. Signature with it for the Buccaneers. He sets up in behind his own goaltender. Back to the near side. Tyler with it. Loose puck, center ice. Tyler plays it across the blue line down to the Buccaneers offensive side of the ice. Goaltender stays in as the Gamblers chip it up out of the zone. And this clock's working against the Buccaneers as we are at 1 minute remaining in the third period. Buccaneers bring it all the way down. Shot, score! Ryan Zillinger with his 16th goal of the season, and the Buccaneers make it a 2-1 hockey game.
Hey, what do you say? Ryan Zielinger on the doorstep. A pass from Tyler down deep and bangs it home. We got a 1-goal lead.
Just at 56.1 seconds left, and they're not out of it yet. Owen Tyler with the face-off for the Buccaneers. Elliot Gulley with the face-off for the Gamblers. Blake Zielinski, Zuffer out there too for the Buccaneers. Zillinger and Randall. And they're going to have to hurry. Down to 46 seconds remaining in this period. Tyler chips it in, over to the far side. The goaltender's coming off for the Buccaneers. And that was right, Argentina. And we're going to get a penalty on the Green Bay Gamblers. 38.8 seconds remaining, and the Buccaneers are going to be on the Mid-America Energy Power Play. Going to be 6-on-4 out there. An opportunity here for the Bucks. Offensive face-off, Tyler, Argentina, Zielinski, Randall. Out there for the Buccaneers. And Zuffer. I missed one player. I'm sorry, Singleton maybe out there too. Argentina. And the Buccaneers couldn't keep it in. Randall's come back to the face-off. Center off face-off and brings it right back in. 28 seconds remaining in the period. Sent off to the right-hand corner. The Gamblers pick it up. Try to clear it out. The Argentina's in there too. All 5 players down in that right-hand corner except for Randall. Back to Randall at the blue line, fires it towards the net, chipped up into the protective netting. We get a whistle. 10.8 seconds remain in the third. Face off to the right side, Argentina with the face off. Wins the face-off, back to the point. Oh, that's pretty much going to do it. Couldn't keep it in. And the puck goes all the way down. Oh, we're going to get an icing. That's going to do it. Nice effort there. Nice push by the Buccaneers. 2.3 seconds remaining in third. Goaltender Lindak back into the net. Face-off's going to go to the stick side of Lindak. Gulley's in there for the Gamblers. Blake Zielinski in the face-off for the Buccaneers. And that's gonna do it. The Buccaneers fall today 2-1 against the good Green Bay Gambler team. Buccaneers pick up 3 out of the 6 points of the season or of the weekend.
Green Bay 6, game total 33. Final score, Green Bay 2, Bucks 1. Stand by for your 3 stars on the game.
Yeah, Tony, you could probably take a look at that Buccaneers. Yeah, might as well. We didn't get a replay in time, so we'll take a look here.
Great effort from our boys, all 3 games this weekend. Let's hear it for you.
Yeah, so Tyler was able to find Sealinger on the doorstep there to make it a 1-goal lead, but unfortunately could find that game-tying goal. Buccaneers finish with 8 shots on goal for a game total of 20. Green Bay finishes a game total of 33. Again, Buccaneers get the 3 points out of the 6 total.
Well, that's pretty cool to see there, Jared. Ken Comboy and his son getting a picture together on the ice, and that's got to be a good dad moment there, and pretty cool to see. He's got to be proud of his son, and pretty cool to see. Got a good picture there, and Scott, thanks for zooming in on that. Waiting for the 3 stars of the game here.
Fans, here are tonight's Skeffington's formal wear 3 stars of the game selected by tonight's off-ice officials. Your 3rd star with the goal on the night for the Bucks, number 37, Ryan Sealinger.
Ryan Singh was your 3rd star for the Buccaneers.
Your 2nd star with 2 assists on the night for Green Bay is number 97, David Roosevelt. Your 1st star with 2
Roosevelt,
goals
second
on the night for Green Bay is number 91, Oliver McKinney.
McKinney with the 1st star.
Thanks for joining us on this Sunday afternoon at the Redplex.
All right, that's going to do it for us. And I didn't do that over there. That's going to do it for us. Jared Slane, thanks for a long weekend. Thanks for being on here with me. It's been fun this weekend. We're going to take a week off and be back with Buccaneer action here soon in a couple weeks. Tony Scott, Jared Slane, signing off.